How are everyone? Chris here at Ollie's TV. Hope you're all okay. I think it's probably the strongest we can go with at the minute, surviving in the current Leeds United climate. Again, just another sort of quick 10-minute video or so, just covering off what the current noise is around Leeds United, who's going out, who's coming in, and just a general what the hell is going on. So let's cover the outs first. Obviously, Jack Harrison has completed his loan move to Everton. No feelings either way really about this. Jack's been at the club a long time, went on his game, superb, scored a lot of goals, got some decent assists for us, etc. But again, probably due down to my attitude of the squad overall at the minute. I'm not bothered. Good luck to him. No ill feeling as such towards him. It is what it is. It's just a pity that, again, this this loan thing was in a contract which he renewed, I think, was it March, April, the back end of the season. And, Victor Orta or whoever else thought it wise to put in a relegation release loan clause. So, yes, we clear his wages, but no money for him. And from what I believe with these relegation loan clauses is that if we remain in the Championship, which, let's be honest, looks highly likely with the current state of affairs, that loan clause then renews next year. Now, I'm not 100% on that, but that seems to be the general attitude of people who have been looking into it. So, Jack potentially could be on loan for the rest of his contract from Leeds. Again, not bringing any money in, but just keeping his wages off the books. So that's Jack gone. The maybe outs are obviously Adams to Bournemouth. I think still looks on from what I've heard. Whatever. Genuinely, that's going to be my attitude to most of these. I obviously did my Willie Gnonto video yesterday, saying he wants, inverted commas, to stay. Don't get me wrong, don't get that confused. If another club comes in and throws the money up or Everton come in and throw the money up that Leeds want for him, he'll hop, skip and jump out the door. He doesn't want to stay. He now realises that in all probability he may not leave and he needs football. So it's backtracking more than attitude changing, in my opinion. So my preferred outcome with Willie Gnonto is that he still goes, because with everything that's gone on in the last couple of weeks, I don't want him at the club. All I was doing yesterday was giving an opinion on his potential route back if he does stay into first team action. So preferably, I still prefer him to go, get some decent money for him with the, 25-30 million sort of asking price that Leeds have got down for him. Who else? Cine to Feyenoord looks off from what I've heard, but I won't be surprised again that if he still finds a route out before the end of the transfer window. Again, with the amount of injuries the lad has, I'm not bothered. Still not overly clear on this niggle in his knee causing him to refuse to play. I think it's poor mentality. If it was just a niggle as reported, leaving your teammates to suffer, sometimes you've got to play through the pain a little bit. And these footballers have got some of the best doctors around to help relieve pain, etc. But so for me, Cine's probably more than likely still going to go by the end of the window. And a slightly more strange one, but is Leo Helder, and I can't remember the club's name that he's going to. Begins with an S somewhere. And I think I've heard conflicting reports. One is 1.75 million. The other is initial loan to buy at 1.75 million. If we had a full squad of players, this wouldn't bother me at all. If we did have a decent strength team, I'd be like, okay, fair enough. Makes perfect sense. But the fact of the matter is we're still farming out players and still no incomings. I realise there's 16 days left of the transfer window and all the rest of it. But, you know, we've got to get the players in that we want. And as we saw with Max Aarons, that's not always easy. 2, then we've got to allow Daniel Farke time to embed them into the squad and his style, etc., etc. So, you know, don't bring anyone in till transfer deadline day, which I genuinely think is going to be back to don't go to sleep just yet, Leeds fans, banter level days. This transfer deadline day, I've got a horrible feeling about it. I think that it's just going to be off the chain banter from Leeds United on transfer deadline day. But yeah, Leo held on the way out, according to reports, and just no incomings. You know, there's rumours everywhere, but are any of these solid rumours? Not for me. Not for me. You know, there's Cameron Archer been talked about. I mean, I've seen Ollie McBurney and Chris Wood flying around on Twitter, and I sincerely hope they're just Twitter rumours, because either of those two, and I'm pretty sure my head would pop. You know, they just don't make sense. There's loads of rumours online, but nothing substantial. You know, remember when Parag did that interview with the Leeds United official podcast a couple of weeks ago? I'm sure most people have seen it. They're talking about that he's a tough negotiator and, you know, we're going to be aggressive in this window. Has anyone seen any of this yet? Has anyone had any you know, any warm, fuzzy feeling that this is happening? Because for me, just no, not at the minute. You know, I realise they've got to clear wage bills down and all the rest of it. And, you know, we used to complain, and quite rightly, about Rads being a wine-fueled Twitter lunatic at times. And we've gone from bad comms to no comms by the looks of it. And I've got no real issue with the club working in the background on specific things. But when there's this much noise around the club, and, you know, I saw someone on Twitter yesterday post a vote of no confidence against Angus Kinnear. I don't know if he's still CEO or what role he's playing now at Leeds, but, you know, and I think that's quite fair from Leeds fans that have got on board with that vote of no confidence. What is he doing? I have no idea. So I do think there needs to be some level of communication from the club, you know, even if it's just we understand the frustrations of the fans. We understand what it looks like externally looking in at the minute with players leaving. But we have got plans in place and we continue to move. Do you know what I mean? Just something to just maybe calm the waters a little bit. So, yeah, because at the minute, as things stand again, and I realise again there's over 2 weeks left of the transfer window, please someone tell me this current team isn't anything other than middle to bottom half of this table, like genuinely struggling. You know, no one wants that. But at the minute, I don't see any anything other than that. I mean, if that front four against Birmingham remains our front four, and that's not me digging them out personally, I just don't think that's a strong enough front four for the Championship, for a team who, you know, a club that's made all the right noises about bouncing back and being aggressive and all the rest of it. That's not a strong front four at all, is it? So, you know, 2 weeks left, 2 and a bit weeks left, you know, blah, blah, blah. I hear it all from those who are happier with where we're at. I think the majority of Leeds fans now are rightly fully frustrated with it and annoyed with it. And, you know, a couple of these things in isolation, like Jack Harrison's move, or Leo Helder's move, they happen in isolation and you go, well, you know, fair enough. Especially in Jack's case, been a decent servant to the club at times. Wish him all the luck. But what some fans don't seem to get when they come at me, or indeed other content creators, about how it's so pessimistic and down on it all, is it's all these little things happening. Gnonto, Cine potentially, Adams, Jack Harrison going, Voba, you know, we'll come back and we'll be around to, you know, bring this team back, and then skittling off at the first opportunity, you know, all the rest of it, the board saying we'll be aggressive and, you know, this club's going to be Premier League again and all the rest of it. All these little things add up, and that's why a lot of fans are so frustrated and annoyed at the minute. Like I say, take one or two of these little things in isolation, it's not a massive issue. But add them all up, we've currently got a squad that's beyond thin, and nowhere near good enough to challenge. Nowhere near good enough. We've got players wanting to jump ship left, right, and centre, and no real sign of any sort of solid incomings currently. And again, that might all change in the next couple of weeks, but we shall see. We're having to talk. So us here on All Leeds TV and other content creators, we're having to talk in the here and now. And in the here and now, it isn't very good. So we will keep you posted. Keep an eye on All Leeds TV as usual. We're coming at you across all the usual social media platforms. Make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Honestly, it's great when we get new subscribers. There is a lot of work going in it, you know. Tash doing all the sort of back stuff as well. I don't create these thumbnails. I'm useless at that kind of thing. Tash is there doing all that kind of work as well as sort of running the channel overall and organising everything. You know, we've got the whole team putting different types of content out. So a quick subscribe and a quick like is massively appreciated from us all. And obviously hit that notification bell so when I pop up whinging, you'll get told about it, and you can come and have a chat in the comments, etc. And on the comments in my last couple of videos have been absolutely lit up with people's opinions, which are great. So keep them coming in. Let me know what you think of the current situation at Leeds United. Do you agree with me that, you know, it is all a bit doom and gloom at the minute? Not even a bit. It's all very doom and gloom at the minute. Or do you think, you know, behind the scenes there is a path to remedying this at the minute? Let me know in the comments. Different opinions, of course, but different opinions always happen and are good to read. So I'm going to leave it there. It is lunchtime, so I've taken a quick break while having my lunch before I'm back to work. Appreciate you all. Thank you very much, as always, for tuning in and listening in, and I will catch you all soon. Thanks, guys. Bye.